Today we have another video report from our build review, and as you can see it's still a Spitfire from Eduard. This model is already, let's say, more or less looks like a real airplane. I joined the fuselage together with wings. As you can see, there are no problems at all with some gaps or any other possible issues. Even though in the previous report I mentioned my concerns regarding the gaps here and also here. In other words, in the wing roots, here you can see them. The final result is quite nice because actually when you insert the cockpit inside, it works like a spar between the fuselage halves, and then it fills out all the necessary space, let's say, between the top wing halves, and you get a very nice fitment. As you can see, it's a flawless. And the same can be said about the bottom of the fuselage. Here you can see it. I mean, it looks more or less fine. Of course, it needs a bit of sanding. It's just a rough, let's say, form of the Spitfire. Nevertheless, it looks quite okay. Again, I'm not that pleased with separately molded cowling halves because it's not that nice solution. I mean, in the kit where we get large panels molded as a one-piece part, I think it should be possible to mold cowling cover as a one-piece too. I mean, because you won't have to sand this area, you won't have to deal with any gaps in this area, and this area is quite visible for the viewers, for any other, let's say, appreciators of your work, and it's not that nice to have such a feature, let's say. Again, you can see here that exhausts are left out. I mean, it will be easier to insert them right after the painting because you can weather them separately and then just install the weathered part on the airplane and have a nice clean result without damaging the paintwork on your model kit. As you can see, I also attached the rudder and also tailplanes. Again, fitment is excellent. I don't have any complaints. By the way, I used for these purposes, just give me a second, this glue. It's a new Tamiya's glue. As you can see, it's extra thin and it's quick setting, so it's quite nice for the fuselage halves joining, and it bonds very quickly and it doesn't leave any, let's say, marks like does this type. I mean, our typical extra thin cement. As you can see, I have here a bit of flesh and the glue. Of course, it will have to be sanded down because, I mean, you need to do it for the proper appearance. And by the way, this tricky part, be careful with this because you can get it inside the fuselage. I once already had it, and then it will be only your luck if you get it out of the fuselage. Otherwise, you will be without it. What I recommend is to get something like this. As you can see, there's thin tweezers, and they are very useful in work with such small scale, with such tiny parts, and of course you will get a better result in faster time, let's say. And by the way, here you can see also installed the chin panel. Again, it's assembled from the two halves. Here inside I have PE part, you can see it. By the way, behind the PE part you can bend it and you can install, just give me a second, this small mesh. But I'm not fan of approach when you install something inside and then you know that something inside, but it's not actually visible. And I mean, let's say it's straight, it's just an extra work. So I decided not to install it. As you saw, it's still on the thread. The same, by the way, can be said about this small panel for the cockpit. I will remind you that the cockpit on my model will be closed, so there is no point in installing something up to scale, let's say. And of course, if you want to build an open cockpit aircraft Spitfire, I mean, it's better to get a resin brassine cockpit, which will be even more detailed and will be looking more, let's say, impressive. So that's all for this video report. As usual, I will invite you to check our website, to check our channel. Don't forget to press the like button below and subscribe to our channel. And also don't forget to share your opinion. I mean, recommend me anything, what I should do here, there, or maybe your opinion about this kit. It's a new kit, so it's also important for us to know what you think about it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.